Special and secret bachelors and bachelorettes aren't anything new to Harvest Moon. But did you know that Harvest Moon DS Cute has a super secret bachelor? He's so secret, in fact, that you don't even get to see his face. So who is this mystery man? Well, it starts off with a visit to May's Tailoring. This shop is an addition to the cute version of Harvest Moon DS. Here, you can buy new clothes for your character and change the wallpaper and flooring of your home. In order to woo the owner of the store, you need to purchase 5 items from him at a time, which will unlock the option to talk to him more personally the next time you call. One way you can do this is by increasing your farm title, which can be seen by tapping your character's face on the assets screen. To increase your title, you need to earn points to your invisible farm degree. This can be done by completing various actions, such as finding the harvest sprites or witnessing rival events. You can even earn a single point just by going to sleep. The more points you earn, the higher your title rank will become, and the more outfits and home decor you'll be able to buy. However, the easiest and quickest way to unlock conversations with the tailoring owners is by cycling through the decor that's initially available to you. All you need to do is grind for money, which isn't terribly difficult in this game. One of the best ways to do that is by digging up items from the dig site to sell, and making sure to save scum. Your first conversation with him isn't much of a talk, because you apparently didn't think of anything to talk about with him. So you decide to ask him about Town the next time you call him. He says it's a nice, charming place, and all the people that live there are down to earth. During the third call, you ask him about his hobbies. He's a bit nervous, but you eventually get him to confess that he likes to cook. He's relieved to hear that you think that's actually great, since everyone back at home teases him about it. He then thanks you for making him feel more confident. The fourth call has you asking him about his blood type, which he says is type O. According to the Japanese blood type personality theory, that means he's easygoing and has a strong leadership ability, but is also insensitive and unpunctual. Given that he's the owner of a business, and how curt he can sometimes be on the phone, I'd say that sounds about right. The fifth time you speak to him, you ask him about his parents. He says that they went traveling and left the store to him. He finds this annoying, but apparently you don't think the same, which seems to irk him. During the sixth call, you ask him about the history of May's Tailoring. It was originally started by his grandmother May, who is the same May from the Mineral Town games. See, Harvest Moon DS is kind of weird in its timeline, where it's supposed to take place a century after A Wonderful Life and Friends of Mineral Town. Despite this, the characters' descendants all happen to look identical to their ancestors, and just so happen to have the same occupations and character traits. In the Japanese version, the DS counterparts actually had different names, but Natsume just used all of the original names for their localization. This seems to suggest that the localized version is more of an alternate universe than a far distant sequel, but there are still a few references to the 100-year sequel nature of the original text. I always thought the whole distant sequel thing was pretty weird, but it's not like it plays a big part in the game, so it's whatever, I guess. The seventh call has you asking about the quality and process of making the clothes that the tailor has for sale. He says that they have a wide variety of clothes to sell, and uses hand-picked, high-quality materials. He also mentions that he enjoys naming the clothes. The eighth call is similar to this one, except it has you asking about the wallpapers instead. The ninth call becomes more intimate in nature, where you ask him about what kind of girl is his type. A bit flustered, he replies that he likes a hard worker. When you ask him what he thinks of you, he bashfully replies that he thinks you work very hard. The final call is when he confesses that he's fallen in love with you after just 10 phone conversations. It pops the question right then and there. That's when you finally learn what his name is, Mason. Responding yes will have you moving to Mineral Town to marry him, and run the tailor shop by his side. You actually don't even need the 60 harvest sprites requirement to marry him. All you need to do is keep buying things from his store. Of course, that also means you abandon your quest to save the harvest goddess. And since your game ends if you choose to marry Mason, that presumably means the goddess is stuck forever as a statue God knows where. Well, she was kind of a bitch anyways. And that's the story of what's probably Harvest Moon's strangest bachelor. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of his addition was, given the fact that your game ends if you marry him, and you don't even get to see his face or have a real relationship with him. Still, I thought it was not a bit of Harvest Moon history that I thought would be interesting to share.